you find money uncomfortable? I've always been uncomfortable about finance. After my humble beginnings from a very working class area, impoverished area it may have been called, and actually I had always that saving, that scarcity mindset, but I know that I also have struggles with money when it comes to my own confidence around money, whether it be saving too much or going crazy and spending too much. I am uncomfortable about money. But what I've realised, and I've been having coaching on actually wealth and money and mindset, is that I was stuck in my past. I was stuck in survivor mode where I'm so used to money being a thing where we see it, where I grew up as something of greed and wealth and riches that are this other world, and that actually there wasn't enough money for us, or that they'd stolen all the money. I had all these money beliefs that I hadn't realised had carried me through a lot of my life, which makes me uncomfortable about money. It makes me uncomfortable about earning money, losing money. And the thing is, you can save and have that scarcity mindset all your life, but actually having that heart rate flatline, as my coach says from quantum coaching, you're dead. Like, you're not living either, but also you don't want the same peaks and troughs like I have when you're uncomfortable with money. So you're just avoiding it and you're not tracking it at all, and you just feel uncomfortable about it. But I've been writing some notes, because I've been writing like my money beliefs, and I'd love you to think about your money beliefs. Because my coach Emily Wynn-Carn was saying, like, I've obviously got a belief, and this is so true, which I came to as well, like realising that it's like I'm wanting to fit in. So because I've been straddling two worlds, so when I kind of made a career in the media, in the entertainment industry, I was in another world, not from where I was from. I was in a different world where I felt uncomfortable, because I was always the poor girl does good, the rags to riches, although I never actually had the riches. I was just got out of my area and did something slightly different and had these ambitions. And after a lot of failed auditions and lots of rehearsals and saving up to go to dance classes, I actually had my big break on TV. And the same with the presenting. It was just my passion for community journalism and sharing stories, and that passion. And it was thanks to my upbringing, thanks to my background, that I had this fire inside me. I had these passions. I had the skills of knowing what humans can face and the struggles and the challenges they can face. But a lot of that has also held me back in life. And I've got to accept that there's nobody to blame. It's about me taking responsibility now, because actually every thought and behaviour that we have serves us, whether it be positively or negatively. And I'm all about challenging ourselves, because we can blame all we want, or I can be over grateful. So I get over grateful for certain things. So, do you know, if someone's just kind and decent to me, I'm like, oh my gosh, thank gosh, I owe them. Oh, isn't that nice that they've done that? I'm uncomfortable with that. Or I've got that scarcity gratitude where it's like, oh wow, I can afford to eat. I always say, well, I can't complain because there's enough food to put on the table. And that is very true. It is having that mind as well. But at the same time, I need, as my coach was saying, that gratitude from an abundance mindset to actually progress and to prosper. And I was also holding beliefs that money is about greed, and that I was almost, without realising, I felt like I was disowning my past and where I'm from and the communities that I'm from, by earning money. And I always used to get this, oh, you think you're better than us now. I used to get that all the time, and it's like, no, I never do. If anything, I'm more humble. So I was always justifying myself, whether it be from places I was from or where I was going in my career. And then in my career though, I also wasn't fully respected or understood, and I always tried to fit in both worlds and straddled the two, but I never really fitted in either, because then in the more kind of prosperous financial world of media, entertainment, you know, the traditional kind of archetypal situation of men at the top back then, I was then just seen as this poor girl does good, diversity champion all the time. And whilst it's great being a champion for diversity, one real realisation I've had is that I'm so passionate about diversity. I'm so passionate about equality and inclusivity. For me, that's more important, inclusivity, that everyone is included and has the same opportunities. But I also have to accept there is enough money to go around everyone. Doesn't mean that we need to be poor so that they can be rich, or they need to be rich and that's making us poor. No, there's enough for us all, and it's having that mindset. And also, like, when it comes to empower people like where I'm from, women like me, and it's about championing one another, championing the differences, the diversity. We need to pay people the same. We need to charge the same for ourselves, for our own worth, our own services, our own value. It's not just empowering people. True empowerment is actually uncomfortable, because we need to put our money where our mouth is, and that's the same for us as well. And that's why I talk about a lot of the changes have to start at home. They have to start from within, which is why I always build in areas where I know I have struggles or something holding me back. So at the moment, it's money and sleep. They're my two main focuses. And with money, and I will be talking more on sleep later, so please do keep following and subscribing, because I'm all about personal growth, and I've got to accept that, like, my underlying belief that people with money struggles, if they want to be wealthy, is bad, and wealthy is bad. That's like a really basic one. I actually don't think that of other people, but I think deep down I think it of myself. And I think I always used to say there's two worlds. There's like our world and their world, like the rich world, the kind of cruel world, and then our world of scarcity mindset. And that's not true at all, and I know it's not true, but I've subconsciously told that to myself, but then I felt trapped and trying to fit in, and I've got to accept that I probably won't ever fit into either world, and that there is just one world, and maybe there isn't just one home for me. Maybe I am my own home. I am where I fit in. And it's like, in the media, my personality creates my reality. So the more I was this story of rags to riches, this poor girl does good, or this like rough girl has made it on TV and published books and done all these things, and that's amazing, and I am so grateful. But it's time for me to also move on, to be like, yeah, that is amazing, and that's my past, and I have a journey, and I own that journey, and I deal with that journey, and I'm proud of that journey. But also that I need to grow and take responsibility for now in me. And it is so true. I've written so many notes on it, like, money's unfamiliar to me. I'm really like uncomfortable with it. And I've got to stop doing gratitude in like a comparison to my past way. Not only that, but you have to like carve your own groove in the world. And I know that I think women and everyone should be valued and worthy. And if they are good at something, if they are skillful, like, women need money as much as men. And if anything, that feminine energy of collaboration, community spirit, like, how far some of that money could go. And there is enough money for everyone. It's not him versus her, or the different energies versus different energies. We are one world, and it's about accepting that. So one thing I want you to try, and this is what I'm going to try, is a ritual. So I'm going to write down all my money beliefs. This is set by my coach, Quantum Coaching. Write down all my money beliefs, and then read objectively with no emotion, and then quickly check back in, see how those beliefs that make me feel. Make up a little money mantra and just say, like, I see your beliefs and you're not doing it to me anymore. There is enough money for me. I am worthy of money. And actually, I'm going to turn my face on money struggles and live in abundance. And there's nothing wrong with that. But actually, to be that person that I want to be able to inspire people, to be able to actually champion equality, I need to really believe that within myself. And then consciously burn that piece of paper whilst you're saying about your mantra. So a good mantra has a story, like a beginning, middle and end. So it's like, I held these limiting beliefs. They used to serve me, but I now choose to live an abundant future. And I turn my face to financial abundance. And even saying financial abundance, I can feel the uncomfortable twist in my stomach saying that. And like, my old beliefs are just my mind's clutter. And I'm all about getting rid of clutter. Something, the next challenge, I think, once I've kind of really got this sleep and like financial abundance mindset, I definitely am going to focus on physical clutter as well. But for me, the first part is starting on my mind's clutter and really focusing on my areas where I need to grow. So ask yourself, what is your relationship to money? I'd love to know. I'd love to know different people's experiences as well. You can chat to me on social media at Mama May Blog and at The Sparkle Coach. I'd appreciate you following my new page as well for all my media coaching, where I'm going to charge for all my experience in consultancy and also show my value. And I'd love to know your beliefs, how you've grown with your relationship with money, or maybe like me, you've avoided it for a long time, and what actions you're going to take. A big thanks to my coach, Quantum Coaching, and I'll be back soon talking all about my journey with sleep, what I've learned when it comes the power of recovery to transform your life. So please do subscribe. Sending you all so much peace, so much love, so much abundance of money. Don't throw those gold sparkles over your mind clutter and your money clutter. Send you so much peace, love and shimmies. Chat to you soon. So tag me at Mama May Blog. I do appreciate when you watch, like these videos and share them. Bye.